What's good, y'all? It's your boy, The Ultimate Rage, coming back with another video. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Make sure you check out all of my social media platforms at The Ultimate Rage. You feel what I'm saying? Check out that Joey P Star EP, available on all streaming platforms. And oh, by the way, just got the email. Outrageous AP is gonna be on all of the streaming platforms any minute now. Just got the email. They said it's ready for digital distribution, okay? So, I'm telling you, it's going down. It's going down. So be on the lookout, because I'm telling you, I spit that hot fire. It's only 5 tracks, but I'm telling you, 5 tracks of nonstop dopeness, front to back. And it's just the beginning. That ain't nothing. That's just some slight shit. You know what I mean? I got a whole, man, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all don't know what's coming, baby. This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is the calm before the storm. This ain't even nothing. This is the calm. If you think this is hot, wait till you see what we got in store for y'all in the near future, all right? Because this is just the foundation. All right, I'm done with that. Okay, but it's hot. It's hot. So, basically, with this video, I just want to talk about how I'm just saddened. I'm just saddened to see so many people in the modern age who are still holding on to archaic, like ancient belief systems that are completely pointless and simply historically, factually incorrect. Just straight up incorrect. The morality that they purport is nonsense. In fact, I would highly claim that they're immoral in many cases. Y'all know my favorite passage. Go watch my last video and many of my other ones. They'll talk about the same one every single time. But what precipitated this concept is, I have a friend, and he knows who he is. Man, it just saddens me when I see a lot of when I see so many people who have the potential and the capacity to understand, who elect not to understand, particularly matters of science, mathematics, technology, engineering, all of that stuff. Like, I'm the type of person, I defer to the experts. I'm not a biologist, so I'm not finna tell a biologist about biology. I can tell the biologist what I might have seen, heard, read about biology. I watched some video here or there, but I would never purport to know more than people whose jobs it is to learn, research, and discover in these fields. And this is where I feel like a lot of lay people end up having delusions of grandeur, because you're so beholden to your theistic belief that nothing that coincides with that is acceptable to you. And this is why the world is on fire. Because we have too many people out here who can just make claims about the nature of reality and assert it as true. I just had another classmate today, just right now, literally like right before I start this video, a classmate of mine who made this post that's like, pray, worship, love the Lord, and all of this garbage. And so, you know, I try not to comment on all of these types of posts, but sometimes I just can't help myself. So I go on there and I'm just like, I post the link to the New York Times article about the prayer study showing that prayer doesn't work. And then I posted a link to the story that I talked about last night about the guy who killed the whole family because God told him to do so. And this is what I'm talking about. Theistic belief is just plain incorrect. It's not rooted in reality. And it's useless. You can't use this belief to make any testable claims. You can't build spaceships off of faith. You just can't. What are y'all not understanding about this? This is 2021, okay? 2021. I mean, it's just blowing my mind. We have cell phones. We have streaming devices. We got computers, laptops, tablets. I mean, VR tech. I mean, we have so many different ways of communicating. And we're at the point now where we're pretty much connected to the internet at all times. We're pretty much learning about everything in real time. Something happens in Dallas, probably figure out about it in 45 minutes when it becomes a headline. Or because it's trending on Twitter, or because it's trending on Facebook, or because it's trending on YouTube, or something. We are constantly bombarded with information. We have information available at our fingertips. You have people like me who are constantly uploading videos and talking about all different sorts of stuff. But we still have people who are asserting that their fairy tale is true. And what makes it so sad is to see black people who are still stuck on it. People who seem like such intelligent people. If you talk to them about various other subjects, they would probably tell you a number of things about a number of different issues. But when it comes to theism, it's like people just have this gigantic blind spot. And I was once there. I always mention every time I became a Christian at 16. By the age of 22, I was out of there. But within that 6-year period, I was really, really trying hard to dive deep into the Bible, into theology, and to really try to understand the nature of Christianity. And it doesn't hold up. None of it holds up. It just doesn't. It's doing nothing to help us curb climate change. It's doing nothing to help us improve everyone's mental health capability. It's doing nothing to help us improve human health. It does nothing. It is useless. It's pointless. I'm at the point where I'm done sitting back and letting these theists tell us what it is and yet fail miserably time after time to produce anything. It trips me out how theists would rather argue you to death, attack you, cry about, oh, you're being disrespectful to my belief and you said this and you did that. They do everything but demonstrate where God is at. You know what I'm saying? It's like when the James Webb Space Telescope launches and we start getting actual images and data back, I want you fools to peruse the data and see if you could point out God to me in any of that imagery. Or better yet, how about forget that? How about you fools come up with your own telescope, look through that thing, and find God for us? How about that? Since you say that this thing exists and he does this, he does that, and he stays here and stays there, and he has these interactions with the real world, why can't you demonstrate it? Look, I'm on my video right now. If God was real, why can't he just pop up behind me on camera? And so he could just prove to me that this shit is real. Because I really want to know the truth. I want to know the truth of all reality. I'm not biased to any idea or concept. I might like this concept or that concept, but I don't assert it to be true. For instance, I like the string theory. I liked simulation hypothesis. Currently, I'm a many worlds kind of guy, but I'm not going to sit here and say many worlds is totally true. And if you don't agree, then you must be totally wrong. Your soul is going to hell. And that's because you don't believe what I believe. No, I'm going to sit here and say, look, I like what I've heard from Sean Carroll about many worlds, but that doesn't mean it's true. Because the Copenhagen hypothesis could be true. The E8 Lattice hypothesis could be true. Or any number of other hypotheses could be true. Who knows? I'm not the one doing the research, so I don't know. I just don't know. But guess what? Neither do you. None of us do. Because if we did, we wouldn't need to have these conversations. You wouldn't need people like me to come here and sit here and have these conversations with you to tell you this don't make no dang old sense. I'm telling you, I'm tired of the nonsense, man. I'm sick of all of this garbage that I see being purported all throughout our society. Look at all the wildfires. Look at the hurricanes. Look at the earthquakes. Look at the tornadoes, the flash floods, the crazy blizzards we get, the droughts, a shortage of tortillas in Mexico. They're talking about we're going to have a shortage of chocolate. And y'all know me. I'm made of chocolate. That's the last thing I want to hear. And when you tell me stuff like that, we ain't going to have no chocolate, you done made it personal. Oh, yeah, you done made it personal. Because now you're affecting my well-being and the well-being of the world. We can't be sitting here talking about, oh, like, we can't do this and we can't do that. Bullshit. Bullshit. We can make change. But first we have to discover the fact that we have value. In fact, we are the most valuable commodity in the entire country, in the entire world. All the products and services ain't shit without people. People have the ultimate capability of everything. I'm one of those people that I believe it is our destiny to discover the truth of everything. This is why I made the outrageous CP. These are the types of things I'm talking about. People like to say, well, we can't do anything. We can't understand the nature is this and nature is that. Therefore, we need to worship God. Fuck that garbage. How about we are God? How about you are God and I'm God and we're all God? And we all have the power to make the world a much better place, but we have to do it by working together. I was just having a conversation with my dad earlier. This is the reason why the 90s was such an amazing time to grow up in, because we were pretty much bombarded with the concepts of working together. You know what I'm saying? This is the reason why we love stuff like Power Rangers. You know, Rugrats. You know, you have these groups of all these different people, all these diverse people, different backgrounds, but they all serve their respective purposes. And so we're able to see, if we come together, stop bickering over nonsense, we can actually not only protect ourselves, but actually create a better society overall. But in order to do it, we actually have to do the work. Sitting and reading the same old book over and over again don't do shit. It don't accomplish nothing. It's sad when I have to sit there and look at people who say, well, I believe in the power of prayer because I've seen it work in my life. Oh, yeah? How? Because I don't see prayer regrowing limbs or healing mental disorders, curing mental disorders, preventing people with mental disorders from carrying out heinous acts of violence. I don't see it fixing the homelessness that we see perpetuating our neighborhoods, the violence we see from gang activity or any of this nonsense. So why are people still perpetuating the concept that Jesus will save everything? This is the reason why I keep saying, here in Chicago on the south side, we got churches everywhere. Everywhere. I swear to God, you go to any predominantly black neighborhood on the south side, guaranteed you will run into a multitude of churches all around the motherfuckers. All around. That's why it's ironic. Don't you see? Don't you see? Pretty much having a church is a sign this is a place you don't want to be. This is a place you don't want to be. Because chances are, neighborhood dangerous, people giving up their hard-earned money to support an organization that's perpetuating nonsense and only benefiting the people at the top. Like any big, MLM. Because church is the oldest MLM of all time. The longest running MLM. So, we gotta stop the nonsense, man. Religion gets us nowhere. People always love to say, well, as long as they're not hurting anybody, what's the problem? I'll tell you the problem. The world is on fire. Literally. Why you think COVID came out of nowhere? Why you think we keep seeing all these natural disasters? Why you think we keep seeing all these people commit these heinous acts of violence out of nowhere for no reason? For no reason whatsoever. People killing random people on beaches and dancing over their dead body for no reason. And we're supposed to sit here and act like, yeah, totally awesome. All this prayer about Jesus, come save us, come help us. What did that do for Breonna Taylor? What did that do for Philando Castile, George Floyd, Sean Bell, Amadou Diallo? We could keep going down the list. It's just an endless list. Jesus ain't gonna stop it. He ain't gonna do it. The prayer ain't working. It ain't helping. It ain't gonna all of a sudden one day it's gonna work. It's time for people to stop believing this nonsense. It's not helping us. You know what will help us? I'll tell you what'll help us. Picking up a goddamn mathematics textbook. That's what's going to help us. I know. Math is hard. Math is so hard. Physics is hard. But guess what? Understanding the actual nature of reality and not just bullshitting it and making it up and purporting it as truth. Actually understanding the true nature of reality is what's going to help us actually make the changes and fix the things that we need in order to survive as a species. This is pathetic. That's 2021 and we still have people out here who think it's okay to believe bullshit when the world is on fire. The way I look at it is, and it might sound harsh, but Darwin's just gonna have to run its course. Natural selection is gonna have to run its course. People are just gonna have to learn the hard way. It seems like that's always the way some people have to learn. Because you can tell people all day, you can spell it out, you can give them the science, you can show them the charts, the graphs, the logic, the reasoning, and people will just be like, well, it don't make me feel good, so I don't want that. I don't want to believe that. And we're supposed to respect that. You know what? I don't. Fuck that stupid ass dumb shit. I don't care. We're at the point now, we ain't got time to keep going back and forth with this garbage, yo. The world is on fire, and I, for one, am trying not to burn. So if you're also trying not to burn, if you also want to survive, then come through. Hit that like, subscribe button. Hit that that notification bell, hit that motherfucking goddamn follow button on all my social media platforms. You know what I'm saying? Because the point is, we as atheists need to make a change now. We gotta stop being afraid of what people will say, what people will think, the pushback, the resistance, because you know what? I laugh at the resistance because it's pointless at this point. It's useless. What are they gonna do? Pray us to death? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna faith us to death? That shit is garbage. We need to wake these people up, yo. We need to wake the people up. It's time to start challenging all of the bullshit. Like I said on my song Purpose, it's time to question everything to better comprehend it, to learn the ultimate truth of it all and not pretend it. Fuck pretending shit. I want to know. I don't want to bullshit you. I want to be able to inform you. There's a difference. There's a difference between giving you actually useful information and trying to bullshit you and get you to bullshit others. How about no? How about we make sure the information that we have is actually sound, is actually like factual, valid, useful, independently verifiable, reproducible, unambiguous. That's how science is done. You perform experiments. Other people say, you know what? Let's check it out. Let's make sure that they did this shit right. Let's make sure it's legit. They do it. They get the same or similar results. And they say, you know what? Everything checks out. No, we don't just say, you know what? I think God said kill people. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's not the way we go about learning reality. We don't just say, well, God said 6 days, so therefore it must have been 6 days. Nope. You got to demonstrate that. Where did you get the information? Oh, from a book? Where did they get the information? Oh, from God? How do you know they got it from God? How do you know? Well, because it says it in the Bible. But how do you know that they were telling the truth, though? How do you know? What is your methodology? Please display it to me. Because I'm all ears. Where's God? Where is he? Let's start there. Where is your God? Where? He's in heaven. Where's heaven? It's outside the space and time. How the fuck do you know that shit? How could you? How could you possibly know that? You know what else exists outside of space and time? You know what else exists outside of space and time? Fairies, unicorns, the Loch Ness Monster, Beelzebub. Pretty much anything that's fantastical. Vampires, werewolves, you know, all that type of stuff. It's not real. Okay? It's not real. And that's the point. If it exists in reality, there has to be a way to detect it, to measure it, and use that to better understand our reality. You can't just keep asserting that this thing exists. And when I ask you, you say stupid shit like, look inside your heart. Look inside your soul. Look inside. Shut the hell up with that shit. It's embarrassing. It's 2021, okay? It's 2021. You people have had a horrendous education. It's clear. It's unequivocally clear that you people out here have received a piss poor education. And that goes for people who've received college education as well, because I'm seeing a lot of people who are college educated spewing out some of the stupidest shit I ever seen in my life, and really trying to put their stamp on that. They're really trying to stand on that. And it hurts me to see, because they're literally wasting their life and they're not contributing to helping us fix our society. So I was having a conversation with my dad. We have to establish a baseline for reality. Before we can actually make the changes we say we want to make, we have to have a baseline for what is this shit. Because we're just going to allow people to sit here and say, well, G-Bush is in heaven, and Vishnu and Krishna are over here doing this, and Allah is over here doing that, and Yahweh. Nah, nope. You gotta demonstrate it. If that's really what it is, show me. Show me. You got to show me. I can't just accept what you said just because. In fact, I have a friend of mine, literally, like this was like last year during the pandemic. So there was this false story that was reported about people letting out zoo animals here in Chicago. Like, people just freed these animals and they were running around the city doing shit. Found out it was a hoax. But my friend, he gonna tell me he was driving down the highway and he seen a rhino on the highway. Now here's my thing, yo. We got cell phones, right? Cell phones. Like, I'm literally recording this on the S21 Ultra. Alright? And my man's, he got a phone, so he's literally telling me this on the phone. So I'm just like, bruh, that's crazy. But I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You got a video or something? Of course not. They never have actual videos of this kind of stuff. What is this on my hand? What the fuck? I need to wash my shit. But it's like, he ain't showing me a picture. The story turned out to be a hoax. But yet and still, this fool wants to be on some, you don't believe me? You think I'm just gonna make this up? You... Oh, man. And my whole thing is like, for all I know, he might have actually seen a rhino. He might have actually seen one. But why should I believe that you saw a rhino when you can't produce a shred of evidence for it? So that's where we're at right now. It's time to show and prove. All of that capping that y'all doing out there, all this nonsense that you theists are coming up with, it's time to show and prove. It's time to show us. Fuck all that stupid ass talking shit. I don't care what the Bible says. I don't care what the goddamn Quran or any other, the Bhagavad Gita. I don't care about none of that crap. The Torah can suck my dick. Show me. Show me. Show me that your God is real. I'm tired of the talk. If you can't show me your God's real, you ain't got nothing to say. I don't care about anything you have to say. In fact, how about this? Don't even say a word. Just produce your God to me. Somehow. Don't come in the comments talking about Jesus Christ. I don't care. Where is he? Show me. You got an IG, you got a Twitter handle, you got a live feed, a live stream. We can contact, you know what I'm saying? Tell them to give me some money on my CashApp, $theultimaterage, because I need some dough. Holla at your boy. I'm done with the nonsense. Where is Jesus? Where is he at? Where's Allah? Where's Yahweh? Where they at? Where the hell is they at? Because if you can't produce them, then why do you keep talking about this thing? Why do you keep talking about these niggas? You can't show them. I mean, it's like, what is it with you people that you love to purport stuff that you can't demonstrate? These things, you can't show them. You can't demonstrate them. You can't show me Jesus. You can't show me God. So why do you keep talking about and then saying that they said this, they said that, they did this, they did that, they went over here, went over there? How do you know that? You can't even demonstrate that the fool exists. Every time we ask you, you produce nothing. So I'm tired of it. All right, so I'm gonna end it right there. Jesus ain't real. God ain't real. And if he is, prove it. Show me. Show me. Fuck all that talking. Show me. So hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Follow me on all social media platforms at The Ultimate Rage. Hit that motherfucking Cash App at $, The Ultimate Rage. Send me money because we need to make this stuff happen. We need to get some sense into the world because this religious cat is over with. You feel what I'm saying? Check out Joey P's EP Star on all streaming platforms, and the Outrageous EP will be there as well extraordinarily soon. I'm telling you, I'm sad it took this long, but I'm so happy for y'all to hear this shit. It's about goddamn time. I'm spitting the hot fire, so check that shit out. We finna bring some sense to the world once and for all. Fuck all this capping nonsense. I'm out.